Hi, I'm Willie. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. And what we're going to look at in this video is a default UniFi setting that you may or may not want to use. And that is the setting that allows you to auto expand your subnet. And that's not exactly what it's called, but let's hop into it here. So I'm at my Express 7 and we're going to go to settings. And we're going to go to networks. Now, when we create a new virtual network, this autoscale network is checked by default. So what does that do? What that does is if autoscale network is enabled and you start running out of IP addresses in your DHCP range, it will automatically change your subnet mask to a larger subnet mask to give you more IP addresses and then automatically change your DHCP range. Now, on a network where I have servers and other things that have static IP addresses, I am not going to use this. I'm going to plan my network so that it's big enough for that, so that I don't have to mess with the subnet mask, because the subnet mask, if you remember and go back and look at some of my videos, that defines, the network borders. And if you start going outside of the network borders, then you have to have a layer 3 device to route, right? You have to have a router. But if you, let's just take this network for example, this 192.168.6.1. So let's say we start getting up and we've used almost 254 IPs and it changes the subnet mask to a /23. Well, now it's actually changed the network borders. And if I've got devices that are still in a /24, they may have difficulty talking. So where do I see this being useful? Well, if you've got a guest network and you think maybe you're going to have, only 254 used IP addresses in that guest network, but you have an explosion of use, you could use this on a guest network to automatically expand that guest network, because you're probably not going to have any static devices there, and then you shouldn't have to worry about it. You could also do the same thing with an IoT network if everything is going out to the internet and talking, and it's not, talking to a server internally. So you will see me disable this on most networks. Like I said, I think on a guest network where you don't care if you automatically expand that because you may need the usage, I think it's probably okay. I still know people that don't use it at all. I have been experimenting with it, like I said, in guest networks. I do not use this on my client networks. I also don't use obscenely large subnet masks and then try to put things in ranges inside of those masks. That's not properly deploying a network either. So you have to have some thought about your subnet masks and how you're going to use those networks and how many IP addresses you're going to use, because you don't want too many and you don't want too few. And if you want to have a conversation, I mean, obviously, you don't want to have too few, but you also don't want to have too many. And if you want to have a further conversation about that and the rationale behind that, let me know down below. Also, let me know if you are using the auto scale network option in UniFi and how you're using it, because I would love to hear other use cases on how people are using that. Let me know that in the comments down below. That's really my thoughts on that. So typically anything that's not guest, not IoT, I've been turning that off, especially if I have servers and other infrastructure devices that I have static IP addresses on. So let me know how you're handling that in the comments down below. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, comment, and share. Follow me on Twitter and TikTok. Those links are down below, along with affiliate links, a Patreon link. And if you need IT consulting, if you need to figure out how to right size your subnets and what the thinking behind that is, if you want to redesign your network, if you need voice over IP, wireless, storage, security, all those things, head on over to williehow.com, fill out the contact form that's on the front page, and someone will be in touch with you as soon as possible. Come on over to community.williehow.com and talk about this today. Once again, I'm Willie. I want to thank you for being here, and as always, I'll see you in the next video.